And welcome to another TLB Marketing Essentials video tutorial. This is part of the Wordpress series, and we're going to talk about adding users to your WordPress site. There are a few reasons why you'd want to add new users to your WordPress site. One is to allow different users different capabilities on your site so that you can have, for instance, someone who just simply contributes articles to your site, but you don't even want them published until you've gone in and approved those and published them yourself. Or you may have someone who you want to allow to go in and edit everything on your site except for the main things like the theme and all of the setup, and you don't want them to mess any of that up. So you can give different privileges. You can also have subscribers who get to see a new post once it's been published, and they can comment on different things that you have. In addition to that, your posts can have the author's name on them, and that can be automatically generated in the content. You can also see who's gone in and made different changes, and so that can help just to know who's been in your website. So when you're in your dashboard, I'm simply going to go to dashboard, and this is the main site that, or the main page that you see when you log into the back end of your site. And this is a little bit slow today. So once I'm in there, I can just simply go into that left-hand menu, and I can go down to users, and there I can either look at all of my users or simply click on add new and add a new user. And like many things in WordPress, there's a few ways to do them. So I can also go to the top and click on plus new and just go down to user, and again that's going to work. So I'm going to call this user Trina. That's going to be the username. So on the login screen, they're simply going to put in Trina for that login screen. My email for this one, I'll use my Gmail. And this is all going to appear. If you have it enabled for the author to show up in your post, all of this information is going to be in there as well. Ignore website and put in a password. And you can click on send this password to the new user by email. I highly recommend that so that there is another record of that. And here's where we're going to change the role of the person. They're automatically in right now by default as a subscriber because that's in my settings. So let's find out what the difference is between subscriber, contributor, author, administrator, and editor. So WordPress has, like I said, different user privileges. An administrator, there's nothing off limits. I can go change the theme, I can do the SEO, I can change colors on the website, everything that I want, I can completely redo that website. You may not want everyone to have access to this. An editor has access to all of the posts, pages, comments, categories, tags, and links, but they do not have access to things like the users, the themes, the back-end code, etc. So you may want to add most people as an editor. Often web developers will remain the administrator and only give the editor user privileges to their client. I actually give the administrator privileges to my clients and just give them some warnings that, you know, maybe we want to give them the administrator password, but also give them an editor one that they use most of the time. But should anything happen to me, I get hit by a bus or whatever, at least they have that administrator password to pass on to another web developer. An author can write, upload photos to, edit, and publish their own posts. So only their own posts. So you may have 5 authors who contribute articles to your website, and you want them to be able to go ahead and click publish. You trust them. However, if you're a little worried about their spelling mistakes or other issues, you can make them a contributor who has no publishing or uploading capabilities. So unfortunately, you're going to have to load all their images for them. But they can write and edit their own posts until you go in and edit or publish those posts for them. And again, a subscriber can just read and comment on posts and pages. So going back, let's just complete this. So I'm going to give this person the role of administrator, and I will simply add that new user. Now the new user is going to receive their username and password by email, which again is really handy just to have that in one more spot. Okay, and that about wraps up how to add a new user in WordPress.